Namaste, good day. Welcome to Ahimsa Life. I'm Regina, and I haven't been on the channel for a while because I've been traveling. Had a wonderful time in beautiful Italia. But now I'm back home and I need to get back into my regular yoga routine. It's hard to practice a good practice when you're traveling with the crazy hours, up early, out late. So I did try to do as much yoga as I could, but now I'm home and I enjoy practicing in my beautiful sunroom, listening to the birds. So we're going to start laying back on your mat and just take a moment, bring a blanket under your head just so you can get nice and comfortable in Shavasana. Spread those legs and arms apart so that your body is open. Your heart is open, the pelvic bowl. And just start to breathe. And as you inhale and exhale through the nostrils, just take a little trip throughout the body. Feel what's going on inside today. Physical body, the mental body, your emotions. Travel is exciting, but it also takes a toll on you. As I said, just the crazy hours, sitting in cars and trains and planes, walking, not eating necessarily the way you normally do. So when you get home, it's time to be kind. Practice ahimsa, non-harm. Just a few more moments observing the breath and the sensations. And slowly just move the hands and feet and allow your head to move on the mat. Little semicircles back and forth. Create some Jerry Lewis faces. Just move organically. Bring your knees up into your chest. Do some nice little circles. Nice to do some twists and wind relieving poses when you get back, because traveling, you end up not eating necessarily the way you normally do, and it can create some issues with the digestive system. So we want to get that back working at optimal capacity as quickly as possible. I love the pasta and the gelatos and the pizza, but all that cheese and dairy is not necessarily the greatest thing for your system. So back to eating lots of vegetables and fresh fruit. And just move the knees into the chest. Grasp the shins, bring it right in. Take the breath in. And as you exhale, just raise your head. A little bit of core work. And again, it's just, again, mostly for the digestive system here. I'm really squeezing all the organs in the torso. So if you let out a couple toots or a burp, it's awesome. It's what we're actually after. Make sure the back is extended from your tailbone to the crown of the head. And bring it down. Take that blanket away. Bring your feet to the outer edges, knees in, and then just on an exhale, let both knees drop to one side. Inhale up and exhale to the other side. Again, now we're twisting those inner organs. It's also a lovely stretch for the groin muscles, the hips. The upper body is just passive. There's still movement in that fascia, so the fascia stays hydrated with movement. And you can feel the fascia moving in the upper part of the body, but it's actually the lower part of the body's movement that is passively stretching the upper body. And after a few moments of movement, it's sometimes nice just to stay. So when I come down and stay, we're pressing my right foot, the inner right foot down, the inner right knee down. That brings a beautiful stretch up the right side body. You can extend that stretch by raising the arm overhead. You don't have to, but today it just feels good to kind of increase the sensations, increase the stretch. And then change sides. This other arm. And although we normally don't want to express a really loud exhale, sometimes it's just nice to sigh it out. There's the whole thing about fascia and keeping the carbon dioxide within your body, and that's why we try not to exhale with our mouth open or a forceful exhale, but sometimes it just helps you release a little deeper. So do what your body is telling you to do. Always listen to your inner guide. There is really no right or wrong. As long as, well, the only wrong is working into pain, forgetting the principle of ahimsa, non-harm, love and kindness. That is wrong. But as long as you're practicing within your boundaries, just listen to what your body is naturally telling you to do. Come up. Bringing your feet in line with your sit bones. Take a breath in and round the lower back, bringing the belly up, extending the space between your hip bones and your ribs, and exhale, bringing the hips and ribs together in the front, flattening the back body, just a nice little pelvic tilt movement. And if that feels enough today, then just stay there. If you have a little bit more in, then we're going to go through the pelvic tilt, opening, bringing the pelvis into neutral, and then inhale, raising up from the tailbone, up the spine into a bridge, and slowly exhaling back down one vertebrae at a time. Pelvic tilt, into bridge. I'm going to stay up in bridge, working the core, stability, move, stabilizing the front and back of the torso, working those muscles, strengthening, thinking about my shins moving towards the front of the mat, my knees, I'm internally rotating my thighs and not letting them spread out. Mindful of the structure of my body. And then coming down. And bring the feet together, soles, and opening up. My supine cobbler's pose, just letting the pelvis open. So oftentimes after we come out of a bridge, we want to bring those knees in, but suggesting to keep things open. And then bring both knees in. leave my right knee in, raise my left leg up, take a breath in, exhale, up, and then slowly let that heel come down, hover. So this is, again, working the core stability, but also wind relief. Get that digestive system going. Head down, bring the leg down. Just extending through the hips, the groin. Bring your knee over to the other armpit, just opening up. And back to center, and then twisting. So coming onto the hip, my torso is still parallel to the ceiling, the sky. Keep those shoulders on the floor. So you might need to have some blankets here. On the back, bring your foot onto the thigh, knees up, figure 4. Lovely opener for this outer hip. That really takes a strain when you're in the car seated, train for hours, especially the car. The train you can get up and move, or a plane, but when you're in a car you don't really get up and move very much. So as much as possible I do try to bring my foot over my thigh while we're driving and just release. It's very easy for me to go into spasms, so it's important that I stretch as much as possible while traveling. Just fit it in wherever you can. Even when you're getting out, just for a moment to pick up some gas. Do a few moves. Down. Then bring the foot down on the floor. Again, just a nice little twist. Twist, twist, twist. Get that digestive system going. Head back to center. Bring both knees into the chest again. And exhale, bring the head up. Raising the right leg this time. On an exhale, slowly bring it down to hover. Always smooth, even, deep breaths. Our fascia needs the oxygen to stay pliable. Head down and right down. Bringing the knee over to the other side, opening up again. I want to keep both the whole back body flat on the floor. Don't allow yourself to rotate in order to get yourself into a position. Bring that over and coming over on to my other side. Top of the body staying parallel to the ceiling. Chest is open, breathe, and it gets a little difficult to get that diaphragm moving right down because we're in a twist. But you know you're in the right position if you can. Have a deep body breath. Into your figure 4. Ah, such release on that hip. All the way down, actually. I feel all the way from my outer foot through my ankle, down, right into my gluteus maximus. Lovely stretch. Relax the face, relax the heart, relax the breath. And that foot down, and twist. Back to center, legs up, and back into the torso. And bring your hands onto the backs of the thighs and just get a nice little rock and roll. Now, if you have neck and shoulder issues, then this is probably not the best thing for you to do. So you can just roll over to the side and come up to sitting. But otherwise, take the time to massage. Look at that. And coming into seated. Be kind to those hips. Use a blanket, use a block and a blanket, whatever you need. Today I'm going to do a block and a blanket. So sitting for hours and days does a number on the hips. So you want to be comfortable. You want to be able to open up those hips and keep the knees a little lower than the hips. And just close your eyes and breathe. Sit bones grounded, feet grounded, spine elongated. Relax the face. Maybe you need to do a couple of jerrys. Just to let go some tension. And we'll just close our eyes and breathe. And to get our systems back into balance, we'll practice some Nadi Shodham. So I do have some videos on the actual practice. We'll use your right hand if you can, pinky and thumb extended. Your thumb will be the controller of the right nostril, your pinky the left. And what it is it's balancing the energies on the right and left sides of the body, the Pingala and the Ina. I think I got that right. It's been a while. So take a breath in and exhale. Close the right nostril, breathing in through the left. At the top of the inhale, close, hold the breath, open the right, exhale right. The bottom of the breath, just hold in emptiness for a moment before breathing in right. Close, hold, open left nostril, exhale. Hold in emptiness, inhale left. Close, hold, open, exhale. Inhale. Close, hold, open, exhale. And continue on for the next few moments. with an exhale through the left nostril. And then just straight leg up. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale, right arm up, and exhale, tippy toe the left fingers out. Nice side stretch. Make sure your right side is staying grounded. And then you're extending from the right hip up the side body to the right fingertips. Face is relaxed, breath relaxed. Inhale, releasing, coming down. Left arm up on an inhale and exhale, tippy toe. Our spines take a lot of abuse on travel too. You aren't sleeping in your normal bed. Some beds are too soft, some beds are too hard. You have poor pillows. So sleep is disrupted and just your body in bed doesn't get the proper rest. Be sweet to that body now that you're home in your own space. Inhale, come back up. And we're going to inhale at center and exhale, twist. So first from the belly button, keeping everything chin, sternums, belly button in alignment. And you're going to stay there and you're going to feel that out. And then if you feel like you might have a little bit more of a twist available, you're going to inhale here and then exhale, sternum, chin is going to twist. You're going to stay there and feel it out. If it's too much, come back. And if you think you have a little bit more twist available in the spine, you're going to inhale and then exhale, bring the chin back. So work in parts, always feeling out what's going on, and always have the knowledge that you can come back. You don't need to twist to the extreme. Sometimes it feels good, but it's always better to work on the easier planes and safer planes than going right into the deepest twist you can. Inhale, bring chin back to sternum. Inhale, sternum and chin back to belly button, and then inhale back to center. Take a breath here, readjust. And then when you're ready, breathe in. Exhale, torso twists as a unit. Next time you're ready to exhale, it feels good. Take your sternum and chin a little deeper. And then if you think you can go a little deeper, exhale, bring the chin over. I don't have as much movement on this side today. I'm going to be better off just keeping my chin and sternum in line. So I brought it back because it just felt a little too much. And back to alignment, and then back to center. Just moving my head a little bit naturally, not letting my head tilt right back. Your head is very heavy and it puts a lot of strain on the upper spine. And then we have those text necks happening. So it's nice to keep the shoulders down and away. My elbows are heavy. I'm just moving. Can create little smiley faces. And bring it to neutral, and then just looking over your shoulder. Do what feels good for you. Your body will tell you what it needs. And then chin just slightly up and create that rainbow with your head. And to end, we're just going to come off and come into our Malasana. Crescent pose, I like to call this mother pose, giving birth pose. And just move organically if it feels right. If you have a difficult time getting here, you can always use the block underneath. Okay? You can have blocks to the side. Keep your hands on them. Just a nice little opener for the pelvis. And if you noticed, I tend to practice my yoga with my eyes closed. It just lets me come within my body and listen to the sensations versus what else is going around, whether it's the beautiful bird singing or the tractor in the vineyard. I close my eyes, I just can listen to myself, my breath, my sensations. And then just coming up onto the toes. Again, we walked quite a bit, so the feet took some abuse, and this is a little bit more difficult pose, but up on my toes, hands at prayer, and I'm thinking of extending my spine up. Be careful, if this isn't feeling good, then don't do it. And just come back down. Namaste. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today, and hopefully you enjoyed this, and I will see you again very soon. Namaste. Have a wonderful day.